Colin Fales, senior, wide receiver.
Don't worry. Be happy.
My name's Colin Fales. I play receiver, and this isn't really a fun fact, but I see myself as a pretty nice guy, and I don't really say this often, but I'm ready to kick some ass this year.
Colin, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
I think it's great just to be something bigger than yourself. Football teaches you so many lessons, and yeah, there's extracurriculars, but I feel like football is so much bigger than just something you do after school. It's one of the purest forms of the sport. You just get to go and hang out with your friends and have fun, and there's competition to it. My grandpa always says competition equals fun. If you're not competing, you're not having fun, and it's just great to be a part of this program. And sometimes I have to kind of blink myself in reality, look around and be like, dude, we're in Avon, this facility and everything we have is so awesome. The locker room and the team meals and everything we do, we're privileged, and I don't want to take it for granted, because I know Coach Elder says especially senior year, you blink and it's gone, and even though it's tough, it sucks sometimes, it's hard, you're gonna miss it when you're gone. So I want to try and cherish them. But definitely just means a lot just to be here, and I know I'm gonna look back in the future and just be so happy I did this, because I know originally I didn't want to play football. I didn't even know what football was when I was younger, and my mom and my friends convinced me to do it, and I'm so glad I did. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for football.
Go back to day one when you joined the program to today.
Yeah.
How much has all the experiences in this program in general changed you as a person?
I think it's just definitely helped me to be tougher, to fit in more. I've met a lot of new people, made a lot of new friends that I wouldn't have never known originally. It helped me to kind of break out of my shell. I would have never thought in a million years that going into 6th grade that I would have been a captain, never in a million years. But really just changed me for the better to be, again, work towards something bigger than myself, realize it's, have fun, but also kind of help others, and it's cool to see other people grow alongside you. And so that's mentally and stuff, and physically too. Just obviously Coach Cicchetti does an amazing job with the weight room, and I was not even 100 pounds when I joined, and now I'm 150. So that weight room helps a lot. The nutrition advice that they give. So mentally and physically just changed me for the better. And then just discipline-wise, teaching you, Avon football, they're really big on, and Coach L, they're really big on accountability. If you're not on time, or if you're not going to be somewhere, you have to text them or let them know, and if not, you're running. And it really teaches you, because in the future, you got to be accountable. If you're late to your job or something, you can get fired, and if you're not doing your job right. So it really teaches you how to be a good listener, a good worker, and just a better man in all aspects of life, and I'm so thankful for that.
You voted in as a captain. What does that mean to you?
I wasn't expecting it. Some people were saying hey, I voted for you, and I was I'll just let it be. Whatever happens, happens. But it just means a lot. It shows me, because it's not just the people that are voting, but it's not me that's voting. It's the people and the coaches and stuff, and it just shows that they see me as somebody that they may look up to. I try to coach people as much as I can, help them out. Again, it's bigger than myself, and it means a lot to me to know that my fellow teammates and brothers and stuff look up to me in that sense. It just makes me even feel closer to them and even more encouraged, and it gives me even more of a drive just to be a leader and to push this program to its full potential.
What's it like on a Friday night when you put on that uniform and you come out of this great locker room and go through the tunnel of kids and touch the rock and come out into that electric atmosphere?
It's awesome. It means so much to the community, and to see all those people, you're really man, I'm here. If you're not going to college or the NFL, it's this is as close as you're going to get. And it's just so cool to see the student section and all the people. You look up into the stands and they're all rooting for you, they're all cheering for you. It really makes you feel like you're almost like a celebrity in a way, because honestly that's how the community looks up to Avon football, and it's cool to see that we bring those smiles to their faces like that. And especially just the little kids too, just to see that you remember when you were little and you look up to these great seniors and Avon varsity players and all that, and you're like, wow, I wish I can be them one day. And then when you're in that, to see the change and just to see how it means a lot, just to know that they look up to you, and that you're, again, going back to the thing, you're playing for something bigger than yourself. You're playing for your team, your family, and just the entire community, because that's just what's awesome about Avon, and it connects the entire community.
Think of everything you guys go through with the 2-a-days, the dirty dozens, and all the workouts and everything. How would you describe all that to an outsider?
Rough, I'd say. Rough. It's not for the lighthearted. You gotta be locked in, you gotta be focused. You gotta make sure you're on top of your eating and your sleep schedule, because it's hard summer. You wanna relax and you wanna do all these things, and football can be demanding. But I just say, it's worth it in the end. But yeah, you really gotta be focused, and you can't join football if you're not ready to do that. I know a lot of people, they think it's annoying and they're mad about it because football takes a lot away and you don't have a ton of time to do the things that other kids do. But in the end, it's molding you into a better man, because that's what life is. It's going to be demanding. It's not going to be fair sometimes. We're not always going to get to do the things we want to do. But in the end, it's those experiences that make us better. And waking up early in the morning to go to lifting and going to film and watching huddle and doing all that stuff, that extra stuff, again, that teaches you life lessons about how to be the best version of yourself in terms of work field and just to be a better man. And I know there are other programs who don't even lift in the summer, who don't practice as much as we do, but that's just because we know the potential we have.
What separates this program from other programs in the area and in the state?
One of the biggest things is the coaching staff. We have a ton of coaches, which is great because we have so many different coaches that can specialize in so many different areas. So it really makes sure that each position is focused on the exact thing that they need to do. As players, we think it's annoying that we have to wake up early in the morning and do all these things and, go to practices and spend so much of our day doing football. But really, it's the coaches who are doing even more than us. They're the ones who are scheming and doing the game planning and watching film for hours and scouting and doing all that stuff and creating the script for the practice and coaching and everything. And they're the ones who really are missing time. They're choosing to miss time with their family to be here. And that's a big commitment. And obviously it's something they love, but they didn't have to do that, but they do. And that just shows their love for the game and their love for the program and for us, the players. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons that separates us. And just their dedication to make this program what it can be, just giving us these facilities, our weight room, and Coach Acchetti when we lift, and this locker room. They really want to see us succeed, and so that would be my biggest thing. You could have any coach, but if they're not dedicated, the players aren't going to be dedicated. I know Coach Elder always says, if you permit it, you promote it, and they don't permit anything that we shouldn't be doing, and that's why our program's so great, because they're making sure that we're always on task, that we're always accountable and there for each other. So I'm so thankful for all they do.
How psyched are you for your senior year?
I'm excited. It's crazy that it came so fast, because I remember when I just joined in 6th grade, and then when I was a freshman, and you're like, man, it's so far away, and now you're here, and it's like, dang, time flies, and they really say, and you don't believe it, you're kind of like, it's fine, I'll get there when I get there. And now you're here, and you're like, man, after this, it's over. I'm hyped. I want to make it the best it can be. I want to cherish these moments with my friends and my family and the entire team, and I hope we can take it all the way. I know we can. We have the talent and the camaraderie. That's another thing that makes us special, is we don't recruit or anything. All these kids have been with each other since kindergarten, so we know each other. We're there. We're brothers, and so I'm excited. And I know, not just for myself, but for everybody else, that we're gonna make it great.
How much of an advantage is that for you guys that you've been together all these years?
I remember Coach was saying one time, Elder, about Maslin, and how during one of their practices they were fighting. They don't know each other, and when you don't know somebody, you don't care. You're only thinking about yourself. When you know somebody for a long time, you get to become friends with them. You learn about their life and their story and everything, and you really feel for them, and you really want to make sure that they can succeed as much as you can. It adds to the motivation of not only wanting to succeed and not wanting to let yourself down, but not wanting to let your team down, because you guys are counting on each other, and you guys rely on each other. But what's also great is, if we make a mistake, they're going to be there for you. They're going to say hey, it's okay, next play. They're not going to get down on you or yell at you or make you feel worse than you already do. They're going to build you back up so that you can be what you need to be, so you won't bring yourself down for the rest of the game. And that's what's so awesome, is that camaraderie and the brotherhood that being together for so long creates. And I think that's the advantage, even though, because we don't need to recruit, we're just that good.
How cool would it be to end your senior year with a state championship trophy?
That'd be the icing on the cake. That'd be the Cinderella story. Being able to hoist that trophy and have that ring, that sticks with you the rest of your life. Obviously, people remember you more for who you were than the things you did, or than like the games you won, but you'd always have that, tell everybody about it. You'd always be able to remember looking at that ring or that trophy that you were part of something great, no matter where life takes you, and that you had people that cared for you and were there for you, and that, if you can do that, you can really do anything, because again, football is the greatest sport. It's the sport of kings, and if you can win a state championship and overcome that much adversity, it just shows how much you can overcome in life, So that'd be awesome. That'd be so incredible. I'm excited.
What's the dynamic between holder and kicker?
You kind of just know each other, or like you just almost read each other's mind. You got the connection, It's he knows where you're gonna place it. You know when he's gonna kick it. There's that specific timing. It's just like a quarterback and their cadence, And same with the snapper. You say set, and they snap it whenever they need to. And just the more you do it, the more you get in a rhythm, and you becomes more used to it, and you just get that muscle memory. But also just because it's awesome, just because every kick, it's not just him, or it's not just the holder, it's, everybody together. And so it's not just one person to congratulate, like you're all hyped together, and that just really builds the culture of the team.
Colin Fales, fan favorite. It's hard to get mad at. I tried to yell at Colin Fales at practice the other day, and as I was doing that, I realized that number one, I was wrong. I made the mistake, not him. So I had to stop in my tracks. And then as you were delivering that message to him, he's just such a great human being. It's hard to ever be mad at him. There's no better teammate than Colin Fales. And Colin Fales is obviously a wide receiver for us on our depth chart. He's not our number 1 or number 2 guy. He's a very talented kid who will find his way on the field. And he has roles on our football team. But to be voted as a captain and not be one of the best players on the team speaks volumes for who he is as a human being, as a person. I think that every coach would probably tell you that if your daughter had to date somebody on our team, you would probably want it to be Colin Fales, because I just think he's that respectful of a man. He's that good of a kid. He's the greatest teammate, I think, that maybe ever there will be in Avon football. And there's been a lot of kids like that, but Colin's right there at the top.
What makes him such a great teammate?
He's a servant leader. Colin is all about making other people around him better. And he's sincere about it. Like, we can all fake it till we make it sometimes, where you want to make it about other people, but inherently it's about you. I believe in his heart of hearts, he is the ultimate servant leader who wants to make everybody around him better. I can't say enough about him. And when his teammates voted on him as a captain, it just confirmed that we as coaches already knew, but it was really cool and humbling to see that our players see that as well. He has a chance to go down as one of the greatest leaders we've ever had. And because of his just unselfish nature and his willingness to do whatever is in the best interest of our team.
He's one of the best like teammates you'll ever see. He's always got everyone's back, and he's just one of the hardest working people I've met. And his work at work and his work ethic doesn't go unnoticed. He's honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met too. So he's a super great guy.
Nice kid, very nice kid. Definitely one that is going to be remembered in the future. Coach Hokovar was talking about how do you want to be remembered 10 years from now. And that's a kid that we were for sure, everyone in school will for sure remember him, because he's a great kid. Helped out everyone. Great kid.
Humble. Fales is very humble. He's respectful. He's kind. He's a good person. Really good teammate.
Fales is also another great leader. He's more of a leader off the field. I would say you don't really see him too much on the field, but the stuff he does to help his teammates out, it's really nice.
Fales, the most compassionate, nicest person I've ever met. His faith is amazing. He's helped me with my faith, so I love Fales.
Hollywood made a movie about Colin Fales. Who would star as Colin?
Oh my gosh. Who would star as me? Man, that's tough, because I feel like I don't have the most unique looking complexion. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like a Tom Holland, maybe.
That's exactly who came to mind for me.
Really?
Just now, yeah.
Okay.
I started thinking, I'm like, who's that? Who's the Spider-Man guy? Who is that? And I'm like, yeah.
I feel like he's got the hair, and I think he could pull it off with his American accent.
His American accent.
Unless I became British, for a little bit.
Can you throw in a Brit accent, and act like him?
I probably could. You want me to?
Try it.
What do I say?
Just like imagine you just walked into the room and you're gonna say hi to your teammates.
Well, mate, how's it going? You ready to play some football?
That's a little more Australian.
That sounds so.
but
Yeah, that is more Australian.
That's all good.
It's all right. I'll work on it.
Those are close.
I'll work on it. You know what? Yeah. You
That
know
was
what?
a good effort.
It's all right.
If you were a pizza, what toppings would be on you that would best describe you?
Obviously, cheese. Cheese is for everybody. I feel like I can encourage everybody. I feel like I'm someone that can get along with a lot of people. So cheese, obviously, and then some like Italian sausage. It's really good, but it's got some kick in it too. I can turn it up to high gear sometimes, but
Got
I'm
a little zest.
right. But then I'd say, it's something that's kind of chill, a mellow. I'm trying to think.
You a pineapple guy?
You know what? I'll go pineapple. I'm mid on pineapple. I've had it a couple times, and really I'm not picky, so I'll eat it. But I feel like some pineapple, just swine, just chill. I'm not super intense. Like I can get intense if I need to, but I'm just chill. Just go with the flow. Don't need to do anything that's unneeded. Sausage and pineapple pizza. May have to try it. I don't think that'd be bad.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
Superhero. You know what? I think I'd be Aquaman. I really like just aquatic life, and I feel like it's cool kind of that he can read the minds of like animals and stuff and see what they're speaking. I think I'm pretty good at reading people's emotions and kind of like understanding what they need at certain points and stuff, so kind of that.
Recently, the Powerball jackpot was over $1 billion. If you had that winning ticket, what would you do with it?
Winning ticket. All right, so I'd obviously divvy it up. I'd definitely give some to charity. I like St. Jude Foundation for cancer, and then maybe like a fourth of that. It's $1 billion, man. That's a lot. It's more than like NFL players make. You'd still have a lot after that. And I definitely give some to my family, like my mom, and I definitely put some away in savings, maybe like an eighth of that or something. Help me with college for sure. That'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe buy a car. Do something fun. Maybe go on a vacation with my family. We haven't done that in a while. Turks and Caicos or something. That'd be fun.
So you're actually going to go to college as a billionaire?
Yeah. I'm just gonna flex all my money. No.
You're going to be king of the frat house.
Yeah, jeez. No, that's not going to be for me, really. Oh, my goodness. For other people, not for me. No, I'd still go to college, because money is one thing, but education, that's huge, That can take you a long way. You make a lot of memories in college, so I'm excited for that, but I know I got to focus on the now, which is high school. But again, it'll fly by.
Colin Fales. How would you describe him?
Oh, man. Colin Fales, myself. I don't even know.
What would you want to be known for?
Honorable leader, someone people can count on if they ever need help or have a question or need me to step in. Just someone that is always there to be there when they need it.